48 Laws, 48 Laws of the FlexyMoms Community. Sister for Sister, August 16th, 2026. Ida's reflection: did you know that the womb is the cradle of humanity, and that is why it is carried by a woman? Every woman carries a universe within her, dreams, responsibilities, fears, and untapped strength. For too long, we have been told that to be enough, we must be everything to everyone, often at the expense of ourselves. We have been conditioned to pour until we are empty, to give until we have nothing left, and to measure our worth by how much we sacrifice. The FlexyMoms community was born from a simple truth: we cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give what you don't have. This whole idea began with a single step: a nurse who understood the undeniable connection between exercise, social connection, and overall well-being. Like so many women, she started exercising, stopped, started again, and stopped once more. The cycle was exhausting, but then came a revelation. What if I invited other women to join me? What if we became each other's motivation? That decision changed everything. For nearly 3 years now, consistency has replaced chaos, not because time suddenly became abundant, but because value was placed on what truly matters: health, connection, and joy. Other women joined. They supported. They inspired. They became the village we all desperately need, but rarely allow ourselves to have. This is the heart of Sister for Sister. We are not competing. We are complementing one another. We are not perfect mothers, perfect wives, or perfect women, and we have stopped pretending to be. We are simply us, doing everything within our capacity to live happy, impactful lives. The 48 Laws of the FlexyMom community emerged from this sisterhood, a collective wisdom forged through late-night conversations, morning workouts, tears of frustration, and laughter that heals. These thoughts are a synthesis of those of other women. They are from sisters who bought the FlexyMoms vision. They are FlexyMoms matrons who sacrifice time to help a sister. They are sisters whose contributions and encouragement led to the reflection and eventual adoption of these guiding principles. These laws are not rigid rules from some distant authority. They are reflections from women who have walked the path, stumbled, risen, and kept walking together. Some of us are matrons now, guiding the next generation. Others are just beginning their journey. But every single one of us is a girl at heart, and every single one of us is a FlexyMom, whether we have children or not, whether we are young or seasoned, whether we are still figuring it out or have found our rhythm. Therefore, we adopt these 48 guiding laws as our compass. May they govern our days, heal our wounds, ignite our courage, and bind us as sisters for life. Welcome to the FlexyMoms way. Sister for Sister. The 48 Laws of the FlexyMoms Community. Preamble: we, the women of FlexyMoms, gathered in the sacred bond of sisterhood, do hereby declare that every woman is born with innate worth, boundless potential, and the right to live fully in her body, her mind, her home, and her community. We recognize that the womb is not a limitation, but the very cradle of humanity, and that from this truth flows our duty to nurture ourselves, each other, and the generations to come. We acknowledge that life's challenges are not obstacles to be feared, but opportunities to rise, together. We commit to walking this path not in competition, but in convoy, each woman's victory enriching us all. Therefore, we adopt these 48 guiding laws as our compass. May they govern our days, heal our wounds, ignite our courage, and bind us as sisters for life. Part 1. The Lifestyle Code. A FlexyMom's way of life. How she shows up daily, balances roles, and builds a life she loves. 1. The Law of the Morning Ritual. Own your first hour before the world owns you. Pray, plan, or pause, but start on your terms. 2. The Law of the Unfinished List. A long to-do list is not a failure. It's a sign you're alive and ambitious. Prioritize, then release the rest. 3. The Law of the 80-20 Home. Keep your home 80% tidy, 20% lived in. Peace matters more than perfection. 4. The law of the career compass. Your career is a journey, not a cage. Pivot, pause, or accelerate as long as it serves your purpose. 5. The law of the money date. Once a week, sit with your finances. Knowledge kills anxiety. 6. The law of the scheduled play. Fun is not frivolous. Schedule laughter, hobbies, and childlike joy like you schedule meetings. 7. The law of the digital sunset. Screens off 1 hour before bed. Protect your sleep as sacred. 8. The law of the weekly review. Every Sunday ask, what worked? What drained me? What do I drop next week? 9. The law of the simple meal. Nourish yourself even when tired. A boiled egg and fruit beats takeout guilt. 10. The law of the learning hour. Dedicate 1 hour weekly to learning something new, no degree required. 11. The law of the graceful overlap. When work and family collide, choose connection over calendar. Reschedule, don't resent. 12. The law of the contribution compass. Before volunteering or saying yes, ask, does this use my unique gift? If not, pass. That was part 1. Reflect on how these laws show up in your daily life, which ones challenge you most, and what you commit to practicing this month. Part 2. The physical code. The woman's body, honoring her temple from menarche to menopause and beyond. 13. The law of the cycle. Wisdom, track your menstrual cycle. Plan high-energy tasks around ovulation, rest around menstruation. 14. The law of the womb. Honor. Your womb is not a weakness. It is your authentic power. Respect it with checkups, warmth, and tenderness. 15. The law of the moving body. Move daily, not to shrink, but to celebrate what your body can do. 16. The law of the water. Ritual, drink water first thing in the morning. Hydration is the cheapest medicine. 17. The law of the posture. Check, shoulders back, chest open. Your body language speaks before you do. 18. The law of the sleep sanctuary. Dark, cool, quiet. Protect your sleep like your life depends on it, because it does. 19. The law of the naked truth. Look at your body in the mirror without judgment. Say, you are home. 20. The law of the pelvic floor. Strengthen it daily, for birth, for age, for confidence. 21. The law of the sunlight. Minute. 10 minutes of morning sun for vitamin D and mood. 22. The law of the monthly self-check. Breast and skin self-exams. Know you're normal. 23. The law of the medical advocate. Ask doctors questions until you understand. Your body, your right to know. 24. The law of the menopause mentor. Seek older women who've walked it. Perimenopause is not an ending, it's a liberation. That was part 2. Reflect on your relationship with your body. What does honoring your physical temple look like for you right now? What changes would you like to make? Part 3. The emotional code, the mind of a FlexyMom. Her inner world, thoughts, resilience, and self-talk. 25. The law of the witness. Observe your emotions without being ruled by them. You are the sky, not the storm. 26. The law of the daily dump. Journal 5 minutes daily. Empty your mind to make room for clarity. 27. The law of the reframed thought. Replace I can't with I haven't yet. 28. The law of the forgiveness file. Write down grudges, then tear them up. Carrying anger hurts you more than them. 29. The law of the comparison. Stop compare yourself only to who you were yesterday, not to who she is today. 30. The law of the anxiety breath. When overwhelmed, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. Reset your nervous system. 31. The law of the permission slip. Give yourself written permission to rest, to say no, to change your mind. 32. The law of the gratitude. Pause. Name 3 good things every night, even on hard days. 33. The law of the inner mother. Speak to yourself as you'd speak to your own daughter. Kindly. 34. The law of the therapy openness. Seeking help is strength, not shame. Heal your unseen wounds. 35. The law of the future self. Visualize the woman you're becoming. Let her guide today's choices. 36. The law of the letting go. Release what no longer serves you, people, habits, beliefs. Make space for new growth. That was part 3. How is your inner voice treating you? Which emotional law speaks loudest to your current season of life? Part 4. The Sisterhood Code. The tribe, how she loves, supports, and grows with other women. 37. The law of the safe confession. Share your mess without fear of gossip. In FlexyMoms, secrets stay sacred. 38. The law of the referral heart. Always recommend another woman for an opportunity. Your recommendation changes lives. 39. The law of the check-in text. Send one, "How are you truly?" message weekly. No agenda, just care. 40. The law of the non-judging eye. Her parenting, her marriage, her choices, not yours to judge. Support, not critique. 41. The law of the group cheer. Celebrate her wins publicly. Your applause doesn't dim your own light. 42. The law of the shoulder loan. Offer your time to listen, not to fix. Sometimes she just needs to be heard. 43. The law of the honest feedback. When asked, give kind, constructive truth. Flattery is not friendship. 44. The law of the shared resource. Share opportunities, contacts, discounts, and knowledge freely. Hoarding helps no one. 45. The law of the conflict bridge. If offended, speak directly and gently, not to the group. Mature women talk to, not about. 46. The law of the emergency circle. Have at least 3 sisters you can call at 2 a.m. Be that for them too. 47. The law of the legacy mentor. Pair a younger girl with an older woman. Wisdom flows both ways. 48. The law of the reunion commitment. Meet physically at least once a quarter. Screens don't replace hugs. That was part 4. Think about your circle. Who are your sisters? How can you show up better for them? And let them show up for you. Closing affirmation. These 48 laws are not chains, they are wings. They are not rules to restrict, but rails to guide. We commit to revisiting them, living them, and teaching them, not as perfectionists, but as imperfect women walking forward together. So be it, from this day forward, for ourselves, our daughters, and the generations yet to come. Remember, you can be a great mother, a great aunt, a great friend, a great leader, or none of those things and still be magnificent. You can be tired and still want to be touched. To all the sisters of the FlexyMoms community, you are never alone. Once a sister, always a sister. FlexyMom.